Alright guys, so for the longest time I've always wanted a Trans Am, and the 410 to be exact. And there's been a lot of Camaros for sale, but I really am not into the Camaros. I know they're pretty much the same thing, but I just really like the body styles of the Trans Ams. So we went to U-Haul, we found this deal on Marketplace, just kind of like all sorts of deals.
You can't even see it.
But we went to U-Haul, picked up a trailer. I need a trailer. That's one of the things we gotta get. But found this deal on Marketplace, this Trans Am that's completely no motor, no tranny, and not even really a roller. It's kind of got the K member tore out of it, but it comes with it. So we're going to pick this thing up, but we're getting it for $200. So I mean, you can't really beat the price of that. Like, I mean, we had to spend like $70 to rent this trailer, so pretty much closer to $300 with gas. But I mean, $300 for a really clean Trans Am, can't really beat that. I already got a 5.3 in the garage, so it's gonna be a good project. So I'll show you when we get there. It's hot in the Texas sun, but we're here. There's Sean. Sean was signing the rest of it up. Don't look at the front. The front looks kind of gross. We're gonna get a new front clip for it, but like I said, it's $200, guys. You can't beat that. Here's the rest of it. It's not bad. So it's a 2002 Trans Am Formula. Not a lot of the Formulas were made. Those are definitely lower end cars, or lower lower end. They're definitely lower number cars. Is that what you'd say? Lower production, yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Before the guy pulled the motor out of it, it had 50,000 miles on it. So it's a pretty clean car besides obviously the front. We'll get a new front clip for it. Been finding them around for $500 to $600. But I mean, once I get the new front clip, we'll get all tubular everything on the front, and we'll start dropping the LS motor in it. So super great project for $200, you guys. Heck yeah, can't beat that. We're in the Texas scene again in the garage, and got the Trans Am pulled up, getting ready to unload her, and starting to really appreciate that guy's forklift about right now. Sean just went over to go pick up a engine hoist, because it has no engine, it has no real weight on the front, so it's got a pretty sturdy front member. We're gonna try and lift up the front and see if we can pull it back in here, because I think that's about the only way we're gonna do it. If not, we'll have to lift this up and try and put the K member in, but I just noticed there's a ton of hardware missing for the K member, which is to be expected. I mean, I can't expect a whole lot out of it, you know, but we'll get it in here eventually. It'll be quite the pain, but we're gonna try and get it in here, and once it's in here, I'll start stripping her down and see what we got. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna bust my butt, try and get it in the garage. All right, guys, rainstorm stopped. Look at that, empty trailer. Got the Trans Am inside. Sean got an engine hoist. We lifted up the front. We got it 90% of the way off, lowered it down on a jack on the front, and we just pushed it in. And I tried killing Sean while it was coming off the trailer, but luckily it fell off the jack in time and didn't slam Sean between the toolboxes. I put blocks to try and stop it, and it didn't work. But I'm glad Sean's all right. But we got it in, guys, all in, and we'll be getting to work on it. Whole K member idea to put it on didn't work. Another day here working on the Trans Am. Got Tanner over helping out, trying to get the rest of the wiring harness out, and we're gonna get the dash pulled out so that we can get the HVAC system all pulled out of here, get all the lightweight savings, and to get all that stuff out, I'll start tearing everything out of the dash on the inside to lighten that up, and then
I believe that's it.
Then we'll start putting stuff back together. But good thing you got Tanner here to help out with the dash. So another thing is dash cover back there, took that off, not a single crack. It's pretty impossible with F bodies, so pretty cool. Got the dash out, so that's looking good. Yeah, that'll work. Tanner's got the extension to we're gonna get this HVAC box out of here, because that's gonna save a lot of weight too. Get the HVAC box, get all the wiring out of here. We're gonna completely rewire the entire car, so should look pretty good. Yeah, guys, we got the HVAC system out of here, the AC heater core deal. We'll get a block off plate going in there, but that's the biggest reason we wanted to take the take the stuff out to make more less weight and everything. But Tanner wants to show you guys. He got her all out. So we'll get that block off plate ordered, and I think that's where I'll put a lot of my main wiring harness and everything. Mount that up for the fuse panel and all that stuff. So, but yeah, we're making steady progress on this thing. So I'll check in with you guys next time. Today we're going to be cleaning up the engine bay of the new Trans Am that we just picked up, the $200 Trans Am. Tomorrow we're going to be going to get a fiberglass hatch. That's way down the line. I don't even need to do that right now. But Juan over at the Bullet WS6 has a hatch for sale. You guys should go check out his channel. I'm sure that you guys are watching him a bunch. He's got a really cool, fast Firebird, and it's pretty awesome. You guys should check it out. But anyway, he's local in Houston to us, so we're gonna go pick that up. And he's just selling it for a really good deal, and I couldn't pass it up, so I had to go pick it up. But anyway, we're gonna get to work and show you guys what we're doing. All right, so as you can see, we got the Trans Am over here, and I've already been kind of working on it, stripping out a lot of the wiring. We got the HVAC system out. We took the entire dash out. That's kind of another thing that was on the back right there. We got the entire dash taken out of this thing. Got the whole. We're just totally doing weight savings right now because we're going to put a cage in it. We're going to do a bunch of stuff to it. It has a 97 front clip, and we're going to do the Rock Solid Motorsports tubular front bumper support and everything. So about, I forget how the kit goes, but it gets cut off about right here. We'll take these fenders off both sides, but it gets cut off right in front of the strut tower right there, and you weld on the Rock Solid tubular stuff to mount the front clip. And so this entire core support in the front is going to be taken out. It's going to save a ton of weight. So that's what we're doing right now. But what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be taking a wire wheel to all this. I'm just going to take the fenders off probably. I probably won't cut the core support off, but I'm going to take the fenders off. I'm going to clean up this engine bay and completely paint it and get it ready for, we're getting a tubular cross member. We're going to go with BMR tubular cross member, I believe. If not BMR, we're going to do Windows chassis. Bunch of new parts that need to be bought for this thing. But first thing we need to do is get a K-member in here so we can get the car rolling. Because right now, as you guys know, it doesn't roll, it's on jack stands. So I'm going to get to work sanding all this stuff down, and then we'll get it painted. Sorry about the fan noise, guys. I have the fan over here. It's hot here in Texas. But just showing you guys some of the progress. Getting this whole deal sanded down over here. All wire wheeled. Got a bunch of dust and stuff on it. Just gotta get it all cleaned off. Getting this whole engine bay all done black. This car was kind of in a messed up accident before, and they just kind of put this old fender on here. I'll be taking these off. The only worry that I have is how it's kind of crinkled right here. We're going to cut this off for the Rock Solid Motorsports front bumper right there. We're going to cut this, and it's supposed to weld on right here with one of the pieces. I'll show you guys a picture of what it's kind of supposed to look like. But hopefully that's not going to be too big a deal. I might have to do some massaging on this stuff right here, but I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. Hopefully we'll be moving into a shop by the end of the year, I hope. My lease, I live in some apartments, so my lease should hopefully be up by the end of the year, and I should hopefully have a house. My lease is up at the end of the year. Hopefully you're going to have a house. How's it going, guys? So got everything wire wheeled down on the firewall and the strut towers, and I got them all cleaned up, and we just got done hitting them with some primer. So put some white on there for the primer. Should look pretty alright. Got a sand in here, got some into there, and she's looking pretty decent. Tomorrow we're gonna wait for this to dry tonight, and then tomorrow we'll hit it with some gloss black, and then whenever we can order the parts, we'll get the tubular front end come in, and we'll chop the front of this off and weld that on. Keep painting it from there. I know I'm just kind of painting stuff over and everything, but it's the only thing I can do right now, and I just want to make sure this thing gets cleaned up, you know. So anyway, getting all cleaned up, got her all primered. I think I'm gonna go hit the hay because it's pretty late. It's all dark outside, but got this all done. Tomorrow we'll hit it with some paint, go pick up the new hatch from Juan. Pretty excited. Trans Am's coming along. Just can't wait to start ordering some parts for this thing. Headed out to the Bullet WS6 YouTube channel. He's got a back hatch for us, all fiberglass. He's local in Houston and he listed it for sale. I don't even really need it, honestly, but for the price they posted it for, I'm gonna get it eventually, so might as well just pick it up and get it for a good deal. Kind of think that's how I'm gonna do most of this car, is just finding used parts. But we're in Tanner's truck here with Sean. We're all going to get it together. It's Friday, it's the weekend, going to do car stuff. What's up, guys? Just picking up the back hatch over here. Just got done seeing Juan's Trans Am, and you guys are gonna want to see that reveal video. It's gonna be pretty sick. Yeah, that thing looks. So light. That's awesome. You think that would have fit in the Saab?
No.
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 Yeah. I have a Saab
You could
too.
put it on the roof rack.
It's like the.
Fly off.
It's like the Trailblazer SS kind of. It's got the 5.3 in it. But,
Oh, I know.
yeah, the Saab version of it. I threw straps from the other week.
Say if you want. Yeah, I'll probably put it against that way.
Yeah, with my driving.
Yeah, you want to drive decent. I don't want you destroying this thing. Well, I appreciate it, man.
Yep, not a problem.
If you guys haven't, I'm sure if you're looking at my stuff, you've already seen his. But go check it out. It's the Bullet WS6. It's a pretty cool car. You guys are going to want to see the reveal on that coming out. It's going to be pretty awesome.
Coming up. You're coming, right? To help me?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, boy, what you doing?
Get it figured out, Colin.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Gotta strap this thing down because we all know how Tanner drives. So
Yeah, I don't think we
I
gotta
don't
worry
drive
about this
bad,
thing
trust
making
me.
it home. We gotta worry about all of us making it home.
Can't go down too much. Get a little spot. This one enough so it doesn't flip up.
Well, how you feeling, Colin?
It's not gonna go up.
I mean, it's my very first race car purchase, so I mean, that's kind of cool. Something I really don't need, but I mean, he gave me such a good deal on it, I couldn't just let it sit there. So I really need a front clip and a hood, but I mean, I guess
I guess we'll start replacing stuff on the back.
I'll start replacing stuff that I already have. But that works, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna. I guess I'm gonna help him shoot a video tomorrow for the cinematic reveal of his Trans Am, the one that mine's gonna look like in about 2 years. So.
There we go.
Yeah. Now we're gonna take off. Probably hit up Hooters, get some food.
Classy.
Classy, dude. It'll be good. But this thing should definitely save a lot of weight.
Yeah, it's light. It's real light. A lot better. And also, it's because it has no glass or anything. But
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna have Lexan, so it'll be pretty light.
how much lighter do you think it'll be than the one that's on there now?
Well, he weighed it. This is 20 pounds with no glass, and the hatch that comes off the Trans Ams are 100 pounds with glass. And this is gonna have Lexan, so I'm assuming it's gonna add 10, 15 pounds, so 35 pounds instead of 100. Pretty decent. So
Yeah, it'll make it nice.
yeah, shouldn't be too bad. But I'm gonna start fiberglass and everything else too. We're gonna get the front clip, fender, front end, and then we'll get a separate hood so we can have the lift-off hood. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it. So.
All right, so we got the trunk lid open, the old one. I'm starting to take that off now, taking out the interior pieces.
Yeah, freaking bought this, and the guy took the whole ignition system and took all the keys, and he didn't have a key for the latch, so I had to come in under here. Show him this, Sean. I had to come in and pull the whole entire latch assembly and just unbolt it and stuff. So I'm gonna rewire that all up, and we're gonna take this whole key switch out and change that around so we can just do it like that. But yeah, Tanner was asking what these are for, and they're like little unlock panels. I've never seen this on one of my old buddy's cars that had one of these cars, and kind of being a pain in the butt. But this is where people always hide their nitrous bottles. They always take these out and they put the nitrous bottles in here.
So that's usually where the spare tires go. And then when you take the spare tire out, you got a big old open space.
Yeah. But this is literally, I've owned this car for close, only a few weeks, not close to a month, but we haven't gotten this hatch open yet. We've just been storing stuff on it, but it is so heavy. And now we got the aluminum one over here, or aluminum, fiberglass one right here. So we're gonna put that one on, get some Lexan for it, and it should be pretty good. But I finally got this thing undone, which has been something we've been wanting to do. I have a bunch of interior pieces I need to throw back here so I can keep gutting the car out, because we're gonna be putting a cage in it. So I gotta try and get everything out, put it in here for now. As you can see, we have small space. And then once the day comes, we'll just take all the interior pieces out at the shop that we do it at. So, but yeah, we're gonna get to work, try and pop this hatch off, and we'll show you guys putting the new one on.
Heck yeah. Alright, so we pulled off that puppy. Like I said, definitely, that's right, bark bark. Definitely see that being 100 pounds. So I just had 4 bolts up here, 2 on each side. Pulled those out. What was it, 12? 13. Those were 13. Undid these, set her down, and now we're going to start basically taking, like, yeah, Colin's got the latch.
Yeah.
Latch that up.
Got the latch. I'm gonna have to figure something out for the latch that goes on here, the mechanism. But this is just the piece that goes on to the hatch itself. I'm sure you can probably buy cheaper, or I mean not cheaper, like lighter ones of these, but I don't really care too much. I'm just gonna put this one on the back. It's kind of nice. I don't know. I bought it used, obviously, from Juan, but I don't know if he gave me the hardware or if it came with hardware. But either way, it's super nice. It came with all the hardware for me to put all this stuff on, so it's pretty cool. So far, I'm really liking this hatch. I'll let you guys know once we get it on how much I like it after that. But as of right now, I'm digging it. It's pretty simple so far.
So just the fact that it's way lighter makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a pain in the butt with that weight, so I have to hold it there and try and pull it off. But this thing should be pretty light and good when it's done. All right, she looks beautiful, like it was factory. Oh yeah.
It doesn't have the glass on it, so I don't know if that helps fitment or whatever, but the problem we're having is the hatch is a little too wide in the front, and it's kind of like overlapping.
Right here in these corners, it sits over.
So what we did is we put it inside, and then we closed the hatch, and then we put some straps on it, and I'm going to leave it for about a week or so, and hopefully it just forms itself to that. I'm hoping. I don't know if fiberglass works like that, but it won't hurt to help, or it won't hurt to try. So I mean, we're going to do that. We get some glass on it, or Lexan I should say, and she should be alright. I'm not crazy worried about it, guys, really. I mean, if it latches, I mean, it's a race car. It's going to take a lot of abuse, and it's going to get flexed up. I mean, it's not a show car, it's a race car, you know. So I'm alright with a few cracks looking weird as long as I go down and I beat the other guy in the other lane. So I mean, that's all I care about. But this thing looks smooth. It's way lighter than that heavy piece of junk. So this is smooth right here. We're going to do the Pro Stock style wing. It comes out right here. This comes smooth slope back. I really kind of wanted to have the full Trans Am deal, but I think I'm actually just going to go with the Pro Stock. More clean, and honestly, if I ever go fast, it actually does something. It keeps the downforce in the car. So anyway, this is the first performance parts on the Trans Am build.
It's going to go so fast now. Just you wait, man.
Yeah, but oh yeah, let me see that. We got pretty sure I showed you guys this last night. Pretty sure got all this painted up, dried today. So it's looking pretty decent up here. I'm gonna get some black paint and go over this engine bay to make it look good. Obviously, I didn't paint any of this because this is all getting whacked off. So that'll get the full Rock Solid bumper support on there, and so should be pretty decent. All right, guys, we got the hatch all finished up. Real quick, we went and painted the rest of the firewall. I got all that turned black, all nice and black. and roll into there. She looks pretty nice. So again, we're gonna whack it off right there and right there. That's why I know that's painted. But firewall's all done up. Got the hatch on in the back, and we're gonna be pretty good for now. Next step is get the K member in here and put a cage in it. All right, guys, back here in the Trans Am, sitting in here. So one of the big issues that I had when I bought the car was a lot of the wiring is pulled out, which is not a big deal to me. I'm gonna rewire the car. We're doing fuel injection, poly, and I'm not really worried about it. You know, I left some wires running to the back for the taillights and stuff, just so I don't have to rerun wires and stuff. But for the most part, there's not a whole lot of wires left in the car. But the driver's seat does have electric seat, and I'm taking the seats out, putting Kirkies in here, you know, getting the nice race seats. Well, that left a problem. I got the two bolts or two nuts on the front, and I got those off, but something that kind of sucked was on the back of the seat, they're under the rails, and you can't just move the manual lever and slide the seat forward because there's no battery in it. Which that would be manual, you can do, which the passenger seat was manual, so I could do that. But the driver's seat is all electric. So let me show you guys what I did here. And as I cut myself two of these wires, I got this DeWalt battery, it's 20 volt. If you look on it, it has battery positive, battery negative. Okay, and what you guys need to do is I pop this little bracket off of the seat right here, and at first I wasn't reading the wiring diagrams online, and you could tell I welded some wire to that. Don't do what I did. Takes 2 seconds. If you're watching this video, you don't even have to research it because I'm going to tell you. So the black wire right here, that's negative, pretty much common on a lot of stuff. Orange wire is positive. So all you got to do is jump these two wires from this drill battery right here, and if you get them to touch the negative on the black, the positive on the orange, then you come over here, hit the little thing, the whole seat slid forward. So that's my little hack for you guys. If the battery is gone, as you can see, wiring on this thing is scary. I'm gonna clean the rest of this up, but there's not a lot of wiring left in the engine bay. No wiring at all. So I'm gonna leave some of it, but most everything you see there is gonna go. I just thought that was pretty helpful. If you guys ever return a car apart that didn't have a battery even, and you had a drill battery sitting there, or if you're in the junkyard, you're in the junkyard, you want to take a seat out, a lot of junkyards don't allow you to have a battery. So, but what you do have is a drill battery most likely. So that was my little hack, you guys, to get that going, and hope that helps you. Hope that you can do that for one of your adventures or whatever. But I just wanted to share that because I know it made my life a lot easier, and I hope we can make your guys' life easier. So I'm going to continue tearing this thing down, and I'll keep updating you guys. What's up, guys? Back here, we got Tanner. We just got done hanging out with Juan, doing a little video shoot with him. That was pretty fun. But we got back here, and Tanner talked me into working on the Trans Am some more. I've already worked on it a bunch today, but he wanted to help me out. And so what we got done is we pulled out all the seats, as you can tell. Last time I told you guys about the getting the driver's seat out with the little battery and stuff. So that was, got that out. We got the rear seat out. We got all the trim out, and we're literally just about to pull the carpet out. So we're gonna clean that up, give it a little vacuum, and then pull her out. Popped up right there.
Oh, it's wet.
That side had the window down. Alright, guys, just got the carpet out. Tanner got a pretty crappy run of it. So you can see down there, there's water. This car window was down when we brought it home, and obviously, like you guys know, there's no power in the car, so couldn't ever roll it up. And that carpet, that's all the carpet that we pulled out of it, it's freaking soaked. And there's a huge puddle. I pulled the drain plug on it. You guys can see already drained a bunch of water out of it. But yeah, Tanner, you like that?
No, it smells bad, really bad. It's gross.
It stinks so bad. But anyway, guys, got it all out. I think that's a finishing spot for us tonight. This is everything that we took out tonight. All this stuff, Got all the seats out, more paneling, like that. Factory spare tire, factory jack. All that stuff was all in immaculate condition. Like, you could tell that it was never taken out before. And like they said, this was a 50,000 mile car when I bought it. So pretty awesome to get a car that was that immaculate. Obviously the front end's not the greatest, but the rest of the car is pretty clean, honestly. So anyway guys, we're gonna cut it off here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.